Hello everyone, I'm Defense3004. Welcome back to Satisfactory. Thank you for coming to hang out with me. I always enjoy having you here. So sit back, relax, enjoy the video, and let's get into some gaming. So we started over with 1.0. It came out on September 10th, and we started in the desert this time instead of on like the grassy fields or whatever. So now we have a different place to be at, and I didn't know what was going to happen with the grass because I never really looked around. But it looks like we have leaves and wood, so we're actually probably going to get a fair amount of wood if all of these little twiggy things here are going to be wood, which would probably help out a lot. That's going to be really good and help us get a lot more stuff. And that's going to be awesome. Now, we don't have the green bushes or anything, and that's okay, because we really don't need the green bushes as long as we have something that we can use to get power. And that's something that I'm kind of looking for, is getting power, because we're going to be building the next pieces here in just a little bit. I just want to make sure that we have enough grass and everything to get what we need. And of course we can't go up there. Eventually I'm sure we're going to find a way to go up into those areas when we have something a little bit safer for us. But for right now we're just not going to be able to, because you know that green stuff over there is a little bit too dangerous. So what we're going to do is we're going to build the next pieces, of course the smelter and the constructor. I just want to make sure that we have, you know, a lot of things. So how much wood? We have 44 wood and 178 leaves, which is good. That's always helpful. And I don't know what's out down there. We do know that we took out some critters around here, and there's another one of those hatcher things. Let's go take out that hatcher thing so we don't have it to worry about, because that's going to be a real problem if we're not careful. Charge! Go get him! Okay, cool, we got it. Now that we have that hatcher out of the way, we won't have to worry about that one at all, and that's good. And as I said before 1.0 came out, we will be able to get this stuff and probably these two, this, you know, wood sticking up, as soon as we can open up what we need to be able to do that. Okay. Oh, it's a fungal tree or something. It's a mushroom of some sort, so that's cool. It looks like we have some, boy, that looks like chitin. You know that on Valheim they have those leviathans that have that exact same thing, but this is actually on the ground. They're like barnacles or whatever, I guess. I don't know exactly what they are, but they're those. And I don't know if I don't think you can actually swim. Oh, you can swim under the water. Okay. I didn't know if you could. Man, that looked really good. That's crazy. I like how that looked. That was awesome. Nice and clear. You know, so many games have that muddy, you know, kind of swimmy look to it, and this doesn't, so I think that's really good too. And I think what we're going to do is also go see about putting some of the drillers on the copper, so that way we can have that. And then of course we'll build, you know, a place with a conveyor and all of that for the copper. That should help out quite a bit. But let's go get back over there and let's start cracking. I just need to make sure that I do have enough stuff that we can get the power thing going, because that's going to be kind of important. Bacon agaric. Okay, so there's some of that bacon stuff. I think we found some of that.
Potential edible collected. Reminder that look and smell alone do not provide sufficient data to determine exact risk of consumption. Just because it looks like you can eat it does not mean it won't eat you. Store this potential resource for later use.
Yeah, I can understand that when, you know, oh yeah, that's fine to eat. Yeah, go ahead and eat it. Crunch. Ah! You know. So, we may be able to do something with these at some point in time also. So we're just going to have to go see. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to come to here, and we're going to configure this. And we're not going to be able to use any power, so, you know, there's no worry about that there. So we'll put that in there. It's not going to burn anything because we don't have anything in there to burn, and that's okay. You know, we don't have any electricity hooked up to it or anything. Let's just go ahead and put the wood in here for right now. We'll put the bacon in there. Boy, that guy's noisy. And let's go see about making another one of those little drillers, portable miners. Looks like 2 plates and 4 rods. So let's go make that, and then we'll start making our other stuff. Okay, I have everything that we need now, so let's just go ahead and go over and let's make a portable miner. We'll put him on the copper, as I said, because we're going to need to get some copper anyway. And the copper is just right over here. It's going to be a little bit to get something over there, but it really won't be as bad as it seems. Let's just go ahead and let's take that off. Let's put the miner on, and then we'll just scroll down to that. And we will just go ahead and left mouse button, and he can start going on there. All right. Now, let's go see what it's going to take to build one of the things. Now, we're going to have to take this guy because we're going to need a portable miner anyway. But let's go find out about what it is. So, we're going to need electricity, of course. We're going to need power line and power pole and that kind of stuff. Let's go build a constructor. So we're going to need these right here. So these are the reinforced plates. We're going to need 6 plates, 12 screws per plate. So 12 plates, 24 screws. And we're going to need 8 wire, which is 16 copper wire. I don't know if we're going to be able to build everything quite yet, but we will go see. I have everything built that we need to be able to build the constructor. Now, what I really got to do is I want to try to put it somewhere in line, especially the smelter, with like this right here. The constructor can go wherever it needs to, but if we can put stuff kind of in a straight line, that would probably help out a lot, or something like that. That would probably be for the best. Out here would work too. Just want to make sure that I do keep enough room between me and it, so that way we can build everything kind of in a line. So that's gonna probably be in our best interest. So let's go ahead and go to Q. Let's put the constructor down first. Probably should have put the smelter, but that's okay. So we will put it like this, so that way you can go, anything can go in, and we're gonna put that about right here. I think that should work. Okay. That should work right like that. Now let's go to the smelter, and let's go to the smelter. Let's mark it as a to-do. So we're gonna need, it looks like, quite a bit of wire. We're gonna need 4 more wire, and I don't believe we can make that because we only have 4 wire, and we're out of copper. So I'm gonna have to go over and get the copper, and then we'll make the wire, and we'll build the smelter, and then we'll start putting some stuff in, and we'll build the conveyors, and we'll probably build a place to store all of that stuff so that we can turn it into that. And then of course we're gonna have to build things over here as well. So let's just go and grab this. Now we should be able to do that. Looks like we did have 34 copper. I guess I didn't look terribly hard at that. And of course we're gonna need electric, and that's something we're gonna have to work towards. I never even knew there was a door back there. How do you like that? That's crazy. Alright, let's go ahead and make the copper. Looks like we should have enough. And then we'll get everything else going. Now I have everything there. Let's go ahead and come out here and let's build the smelter. So we'll go to Q. We'll put the smelter in line with this. So that way we have that. And of course we want that to hopefully be right in line with everything. So I'm just going to back up to here as I have been doing, and let's try to make a line right there. That should work right like that. It's going to be off a little bit from where this is, but it isn't going to be horribly bad. We can always line stuff up after a little bit. You know, that's not going to be too terribly harmful. It'll just have a little bit of a zag in it, and that's perfectly fine. Or we'll make it work. Okay, now let's go back to here. Let's go to our... Okay, we have that stuff. I guess what we're gonna have to do is put in a power line, and we don't have a way to put in anything else, so what we ought to do is go upgrade this some more so that we can get the conveyors, because I didn't realize we didn't have those. So let's go see what we need for that. Hub upgrade 4. There we go. Conveyors will be coming in. Let's select the milestone. And now we're going to need 75 plates. That's going to be quite a bit. And of course 20 wire. So that's going to be quite a bit too. That's going to take quite a bit. Now, and we're going to have to find some limestone. Now where the limestone is, I don't know. I don't know this area at all. So I guess I'm going to look around to see if I can find the limestone. I'm hoping there's some close by, because we got a lot of work to do if we're going to get the next milestone open. I did find the limestone, and I took out a hatcher as well. So it's right behind this green place. That's awesome. And let's go and get the limestone. Once we get this, then we'll be moving up a little bit, and we can always put a miner on here as well. It's not terribly far away. Just one of the little drilling guys, you know. So this is normal, so we're going to get quite a bit of limestone for a bit. And that's going to help out quite a lot. And I don't know what is all up here. Let's go take a quick look. Let's just go see. Huh. Well, I like that. There's a power slug up there. That's awesome. Let's go grab that guy. Kind of saw the little rampy thing going up there, so that's awesome. And there we go. We have our power slug. All right. The heck is there?
This semi-slug species seems to persist entirely through absorbing and storing energy from its surroundings. Studying this could provide new methods for improving fix-it production line efficiency. Store this potential resource for later use.
Let's go see what that is over there, right where the reticule is, and let's go find out. I don't know what that is. Thought I was going to fall off there for sure and wreck everything. Didn't, but I thought for sure I was going to. This might be a little dangerous. I don't know. We'll find out once we, you know, start going. I didn't see any creatures, but you know how that stuff goes. Oh, there's one of those lizard doggos. Okay. Oh, look, some more bacon. Agaric bacon. All right. So now we have that too. I do believe it is. I can hear it. You can't hear it yet, I'm sure, but I can hear it. Of course, I have on headphones too, so that does make a little bit of a difference. Okay, let's get over there. Let's go see.
Witness a single strand of the tapestry.
These guys are spitters. Sweet, so now we got a spitter remnant.
Samples of unknown alien species acquired. Their weaponized plasma is most likely stored as a stable chemical substance in an organ close to their mouth, and only turns volatile when exposed to one of the chemical elements in the air. Preserve the remains for later study.
Okay, let's try to get up on here. And there we go. And we'll get up on there. Getting closer. Sweet Mercer Sphere. So that's what I'm talking about, them being encased in stone. As you could see, that's what I had noticed when I was doing a little bit of experimenting on this new version. I noticed that, so that's cool. So we met our first spitter, not spider, but spitter, as in, you know, like ding, ding. So one of those, cool. I don't know what all is going to be out here. It's like a little island. It's not really an island as you think in the middle of the ocean, but it is an island. That over there, I don't know. I don't want to go too, like, you know, deep and end up aggroing something that I did not want to aggro and end up regretting it. So I'm going to stick fairly close, I think. That would be for the best for the time being. Now we just got to go get the limestone processed into concrete, and then we will get that done and do the stage 4. I have 17 concrete. Let's go ahead and put that in right now so that we have it out of the way. Okay, we're going to need 75 plates. We only have 18, and we're going to have some more other stuff. Let's go ahead and make the wire so that we can make that, and then we'll get this stuff going and get that done. This is going to be taking a while if we continue like this, so I need to make something to help myself out, and I think the best thing to do would just be make a whole bunch of this, make a whole bunch of wire, make a whole copper wire, then make a whole bunch of cable. That way we have that, and then we can begin putting things away and get things done. We're going to need a little bit of concrete too, and we're going to need plates. We do have that. Let's do this. We'll make quite a few of these, and then we'll make some cables, and we'll begin getting the process automated, so that'll help out a lot. Now let's go to Q. Let's go see about power, and let's go put in a power pole. I'm going to put the power pole in somewhere between like these two, maybe like about right there. And then let's go to here, and let's do a power line. That power line is going to have to go from this one right here all the way over to here. Okay, so we have that, and then we're going to have to take a power line from there all the way over to here, get that going. Okay, once we have that, then we're going to take another power line, of course, from here and take him all the way over to there. So we have that. Okay, good. Now that we got that done, we're going to have to build another power pole soon because we only have one slot left. And as you know, we want to keep one slot so that way we can use stuff. Now, let's go to here. This thing isn't running yet, but it does have the green, so that's good. That means that there's enough stuff in there. Let's just go and plop those guys in there. And now let's go take our iron, let's put it into here, so we have that, and then we'll transfer it to there. So, click on, nope. Click on him, iron ingots, let's put in all of that, and let's make a bunch of iron ingots, and then we'll make a bunch of plates, and we'll just do it like this. We're gonna plop that guy in there, we'll do that, and he's gonna make a whole bunch of plates, and he'll just store them in here, and then we'll get them out a little bit later. I'm going to let those process, continue picking up stuff, and I'll be back in a quick minute. Just got the plates out, and I put some more ingots in, so we're getting closer to our next objective. Let's go see how many we have. Okay, we have 20 of those, so we have that, and we have 60 plates. Okay, so all we need is 15 more plates. We'll have level 4 done, and that should be happening here momentarily. So I gather one more load from pretty much all of my, well, my 2 guys at least. All of them. I'm making it sound like I have a lot, but I only have the 2 for right now. We'll have a lot more later on. That I am certain, because I plan on expanding everything as we go, because we're going to need to, because things are going to begin getting complicated here really soon. This is so very close. Okay, let's just go and plop that in there. We'll take those out, and then we will plop these in there, and we'll take those out. Alright, those guys can continue working. That's perfectly alright, as long as we have power, and we'll just make sure the power is still doing okay. There is no way to put power in here. You actually have to manually do that, so, you know, that's one of the things. That's kind of the bad part, worst part, whatever. Okay, let's put this in. Let's do the 15 more plates. Let's upgrade the hub. Alright.
Hub upgrade 4, landing platform and utilities completed. Conveyor belts connect the output of one building to the input of another and transport resources. Due to past incidents, I have been asked to issue a clarification. Portable miners, obviously, do not have a connection for conveyor belts. There is nothing to suggest, visually or functionally, that they can be connected to portable miners. If this is something you struggle with, do not worry. Fix-It has alternative uses for all their pioneers. Next objective, complete hub upgrade 5.
I like how they have to put in that qualification. I think that's awesome. That's great. Okay, let's go see what we got. Let's go to Q. Okay, we now have power, and we also have the conveyor belts. I don't think we have anything special, not yet. The production are still only those two. So let's go ahead and put in a conveyor belt or two to connect these guys, so that way we don't have to constantly be doing that for them. Ta-da! That's done. Awesome. So now that can be a continuous run, and then that can make all the plates that it will hold, which is going to be 100 or so. And then we'll just continue plopping things in there. We do have the copper, but we're going to have to build another one of these just to make copper wire. And we might just want to go ahead and do that at some point in time, so that way we have that. And maybe we should put that over closer to there, so that way we can just grab that stuff all the time. So again, we're going to need a lot more plates and a lot more screws. And if we can actually do something like this, just go and shut this guy off. For right now, we have iron plates in there, and that's perfectly fine. We can get all of these ingots and pick these guys up, and then we can make them into rods, and this will really alleviate a lot of us having to do that. Or, guess we could always do this. Select recipe, let's make rods. Okay, there we go. Now we have a bunch of rods. Sweet. Put that in there. We have 16 rods. Let's go make a bunch of screws. And then we'll make the reinforced iron plates, and we'll set up another one of those over by the copper, which means we're going to need a lot more other stuff as well. Got all the things that we need for the constructor and the smelter. So let's go over here and let's put that somewhat close-ish. We don't want it to be super far away, but maybe we can stick that right like out here or something. So we will start with the smelter this time a little bit closer. And then we'll put that in, and then we'll begin getting all of the other things put in as well. So that way we can make some good progress here, hopefully relatively quickly. And then we will put in the El Constructor right next to it. We just got to turn it, and let me see, need that lined up just right, so that way that'll work. We might have to angle things just a little bit, because this is not going to work out well if we don't. Mainly because that tree right there is in the way. Alright, let's take out this guy. We'll angle this. We'll go to Q, and we will put in the smelter again, but this time with a little bit more of an angle away from this. So maybe something right like that right there. Still a little bit closer, but that's okay. That'll work. Again, there will be a little bit of an angle. That's okay. That does happen. And then we will put in the constructor. Let's put that constructor in. Right there. That should work. Okay. And then we'll go back to Q, and we will go ahead and put in a conveyor belt between these two, so that way that's automatically done. And it does raise it up a little bit, which is later on going to be a problem unless we can get that flattened out or something using foundations. Okay, now that we did that, let's go and take this. We'll empty out this guy, and then we'll just start making a bunch of copper wire in here. We'll go to, nope, E. And we'll copper ingots. And we'll just go ahead. We can't put in more than 100, so that's just not going to work. And then in here, we will go and set this up with wire. Okay. And then we'll go back over to here, and about in this area, we will go ahead and set up hopefully a power pole right here. We only have one concrete left, so that's one of the biggest problems. Missing material. What are we missing? Oh, concrete. Okay, we don't have enough concrete, so I'm going to have to go back, mine some concrete, and I'll be back, and then we'll get that one done as well. Have the concrete now. Now let's go ahead and see about putting in a power pole, which we should be able to do. I'm thinking let's do it right about here. Okay. We don't have any cable that I know of. How much? Okay, we actually do have enough cable. But we don't have another power source. And that's going to be one of the worst problems. So what that means is we should probably do this. Let's set up another power pole right here and connect him to that. We don't have the wire. Let's go get some more wire. I don't think we have any wire in here. I might have wire in here, but I don't know. Doesn't look like it. So the regular wire. So let's just go ahead and make quite a bit of wire, and then we'll make a power pole. We'll hook that stuff up, and then everything should be running a little bit more efficiently that way. I hope. Alright. Now that we have that, what we can do is come out to here. We'll go to Q. We will get this power pole. Set that up right like that. Okay. Q. Go to power line. And I'm actually going to get rid of this power line. Okay. We'll go to Q. We will put in another power line from there to here. Okay. And then from there over to there. Alright. So that way that works out good there. And then of course from here all the way over to there. And then from there over to the other ones. Kind of making things work the way that we need them to. And again, we want to leave one open slot so that way that's always open. And to there. Q. Alright, so now that's going to be making stuff. Sweet. Now we're going to be able to process a whopping lot of stuff really quick. Alright, let's go ahead and see about what we can do for the next level. So hub upgrade 5. We are going to get storage container and the miner. So let's select this microphone, this milestone. And we're going to need 75 rods. So let's go get the rods. And we're going to need 50 wires. So let's go do that. And we're going to need 20 of the concrete. Okay, we have 159 rods. That's cool. I'm going to go and put this in here now. So we have that. So now we're actually making some pretty good progress. We'll put that in here. Go get the copper wire going so that way that's good. Plop that guy in there. Do that. Whop. There's one. Alright, let's go over here and let's get this stuff going and we'll make some copper. We'll make some cable. And that should help out a lot. We already have 30 wires, so that's like 15 cable. Which we're going to need a lot more, but we will get more as we go. And let's just continue feeding this beast. And this will help out quite a bit. And then we'll just continue making things and get this done for level 5. Just got the cable done. Let's go and plop that in there. And now we're going to need 20 of the concrete. So we'll plop that in there. I'm going to go get some more concrete, and then we'll have that done here in just a quick jiffy. We're still close enough to the hub that we just lost power, and that means that we don't have anything in the feeder to do that, so I guess we're going to have to feed the beast and go get that guy done, but I'm going to gather around 50 of these so that we can do that. Okay, let's get back over to the hub. Let's feed the machine, and we'll gather whatever we can to feed him. We might actually just put in some wood. You can only put in wood or the, plants or whatever, but you cannot put in both. And, that's understandable. There's only room for one or the other. So hopefully once we can start getting some better stuff, there may be multiple slots in some. I don't know. I've never made it that far, so Be nice if there was, or there'd be one that'd be a little bit longer lasting when you can make better stuff, which will happen sooner than later, but we still got to work towards that end. So let's go feed this guy, and then we'll make the concrete and get that done, and then we should be well on our way. So you remember when we were first playing this, I said that you sometimes had to turn the switch on? Well, this is the switch, so you have to go and turn that baby back on, so that way the power will work again. So sometimes it will shut off and stuff like that. So new fear unlocked, fix, blow, and fuse. Alright, sweet. Okay, let's just go and plop that in there. Let's, we have 52 rods here. I'm thinking let's just go ahead, let's shut that off for right now. Let's go to production, select recipe, and let's go and do iron plates. We'll make some more of those. Let's turn that back on and we'll get a bunch more going and get that done. Now, I need to get the concrete done because we did run out of power, so I kind of got sidetracked there. And once this is done with about 7 more, then we'll be able to do that, and now we should be able to have enough. And I'll just do like 10 so I have a little bit left over. Alright, let's upgrade the hub. Okay.
Hub upgrade 5, power expansion, completed. The miner, unlike portable miners, can be connected to conveyor belts and requires power to function. Caution: as you expand, the energy demand of your production may exceed the capacity of your power grid. The onboarding program was established because Fix-It pioneers often experience memory issues after planetfall. If you are experiencing nosebleeds, nausea, existentialism, or an itchy scalp, there is no need for concern. This should pass within 5 to 7 workdays. Next objective, complete hub upgrade 6.
I love how they just gloss over stuff. That's so awesome. Okay, so now we have this one here, which is going to be even more power, and we can put 200 wood in there. So let's just go ahead and get our wood. So that way we have that, so we can use wood for one, and we can use the leaves for the other one for now, and then eventually we will switch over to wood, eventually. Okay, 200 wood. Now, we're going to probably do the same thing. We'll have a power pole connecting that, so that way we can connect it to other things, and then we'll continue doing everything like that. Okay, let's go take one last quick look. Hub upgrade 6. So this is what it's going to require, and that's going to be a whopping lot of stuff. We're going to have to probably set up a portable miner on there. We have the biomass burner, biomass space elevator, and 3 more inventory slots, but we got to do hub upgrade 6 first. And that's going to be the hard part because that's a lot of stuff to do. We can probably begin that by putting in the copper of that, I am sure, and that will really help out a lot. So let's start with that, and then we will begin working our way to the next stage. And that's going to take quite a bit of work, but we will get there soon enough. And now we have 130 wire. Now we can begin upgrading this as well, and that's going to be really awesome. So this is Satisfactory. The 1.0 update came out September 10th. It is on the Epic Game Store, I do believe, and of course Steam. And so you can play this too, and you can check out what's going on here. We're going to get our plates, our rods, and whatever else that we need. We'll activate part 6 the next time that we're here, and you got to see some of the other things that are in here as well, so you know what to look for and all of that kind of stuff. Thank you for joining me here. If you've enjoyed this episode, drop a like on the video. If you're new here, you like what you see, consider subscribing, and I will talk to you next time. You have a great day, and I will see you later. Bye bye.